reconciliation statement. So today we are going to discuss it. Usually all the businessmen, they are having account with the bank, for which bank gives passbook or statement. Bank used to give them statement or passbook. And the businessman, he also have a cash book. In this cash book, he records in the bank column, all the transactions, whatever taking place between businessman and the bank. As an ideal situation, balance of this book should tally with this one. But sometimes it happens that it does not agree. So this does not agree due to two reasons. One is time factor, and other is, second one is erroneous entries. So due to these two factors, what happens? Cash book balance does not tally with the passbook balance. For this purpose, we require a bank reconciliation statement. It is a statement, not an account. In this statement, we will jot down all the possible errors and try to reconcile cash book balance with the passbook or passbook balance with the cash book, and thereafter we pass the correction entries. So to understand it better, here in cash book also we have two types of balance. Balance is of two types. One is deposit balance, that is debit. Debit means deposit. One may be deposit balance or credit balance. Credit balance means OD, overdraft, means overdrawn. Whatever he has overdrawn, so in the cash book balance we have a debit balance which represents deposits, and if it is a credit balance, it represents a OD. Similarly, in the bank statement also, or in the passbook, we have two types of balances. One is debit balance and one is credit balance. If it is a debit balance, it is always overdraft, and if it is a credit balance, it means deposit. So you see, both are just opposite of each other. So first we will start with the balance, cash book balance at deposit. So 1-2 questions we will solve. Cash book balance as per deposit debit balance. Okay. So now in this chapter 5 we will solve question number 1, that is numerical questions. Now we will go to the numerical questions. Number 1. To solve these type of questions, we are now doing question number 1. So to solve it, there are two types of pattern. One pattern is just you write balance, and here you do all the possible corrections as a add or less. Okay. But usually in all the schools, nowadays they do not adapt this system. This system they are not doing. What they are doing? They will do it in another way, in a 2 column. In the 2 column. 2 column means 2 column they are using. They are not going by add or less system. So what they do here, amount and amount, 2 columns are made. Amount and amount, 2 columns are made, and here particulars. This is the particulars, and amount have a 2 columns. One is plus column, one is minus column. Okay. So they are using it in the two column system. So in the question, first of all, we have to write the balance, either in this column or in this column. So whenever a deposit is given, it means it is a balance. So first entry will be balance as per cash book, because first we will solve 1-2 questions based on cash book balance. Here you can have a debit balance or just only balance. Whatever balance is there, it is always debit balance. Otherwise, if it is credit balance, it means the balance is an overdraft. So it is a debit balance. So in which column we will write? We will write it in the column of balance, because debit balance means actual deposit, whatever is deposited. So balance will be in this column, 3,200. This column, if overdraft is there, it will go to this column, minus column. Here it is showing 3,200 is a deposit. It means it is a balance and deposit balance. So now second point. Second point is check issued but not presented for payment. So this entry relates to the time. Means businessman has issued a check which was not presented to the bank for payment by his customer. So entry is check issued. As short as you can write, that is possible. Full statement need not to be written. Whatever in the question is given, full line you need not to write. Check issued but not presented. But not presented. But not presented. So here you see, if you go, what is the position? Position of this entry is, this is the cash book and this is the passbook. Here, businessman, when he issues a check, he has reduced his balance. Means whatever deposit balance was there, he has made it debit. He has made it minus. That balance has been reduced. But in the passbook, nothing has been done. Passbook means in the bank books. So in the bank's books, nothing is done. Here, when you are doing the question as per cash book, it means all the plus or minus you have to do in the cash book, not in the passbook. So in passbook we cannot do anything. So here we cannot do anything. Now what should be the rectification? We have issued a check, we have done minus. To correct it, we should now make it plus. So it should go to the plus column, 1,800, and it will be okay. Here it is okay. Now third entry we are coming. Here check deposited but not collected up to the date. Up to the date check was not collected. It means when check issued, check deposited but not collected. But not collected means it is not deposited in the customer's bank account. So what happens here, if you see the position, what is the position? Cash book, then passbook. Position is this: when the customer, the businessman has deposited a check, what he will do? He will increase his balance. But in the bank it was not increased. And again in the bank we cannot have an access because we are going with the cash book. CD balance we have. So whatever adjustment is to be done, it is to be done in the cash book only. So in cash book this time we will do it minus. It means it should come to this column. And it should be okay position. Then the other fourth one is bank charges. Bank charges. debited by bank but not entered in the cash book. It means if you see the position of here, cash book and passbook. So bank has reduced the balance. What bank has done? Bank has reduced because bank has debited your account. Means bank debited means bank has recovered from your account. Now in the cash book nothing was done because the customer was not aware of it. So what should be the rectification? Passbook we cannot touch because we are as per the cash book, so passbook we will do nothing. We will not think about passbook rectification. What we can think? We can think of cash book. So what in the cash book we should do? We should here also we make a minus entry. So if we will make a minus entry, it should agree. So what happens? Here it is 5,000 and here it is 2,150. 150. So this 5,000 we will write here and the balance is 850. 2,850. So what we do, if it is debit balance as per cash book, answer will be always just opposite to it, means credit balance. Means credit balance. Credit balance. In the bank, credit balance. In passbook, opposite of it, passbook. Means 2150. It comes to 850. So here it is a credit balance because here we started with debit, it is credit. I started with cash book, so it is with the passbook. So the answer is 2850 and the statement is over. One thing also we used to write in the first line, bank reconciliation statement as on. As on it is 31st March. 31st March, okay? 31st March, 25 you take, 24 you take. So it is this one, okay. So in this one, we do. Now we will solve the second question, third question. One question we are skipping. The third question of this book we are going to solve.